We spent New Year's Day in Manila. We had the most amazing time. So come with us as we check out the Mall of Asia. We explore everything that Manila has to offer, from the beaches to the incredible old town. We can't wait to show you, so let's check it out. So today is our first full day of exploring Manila, and we are off to the old town today, looking at old Manila. So currently in Fort Santiago, which is in the Intramuros area, and yeah, we're going to have a little look around, see some of the old history. Quite a lot of this part of the area of the Manila has been the location of many different kind of fortresses. The Spanish colonized it, so did the British, the Americans, and the Japanese as well during World War II. And so there's lots of history here, lots of different influences from different areas. So we're going to check this out, have a look at the old town, and then we're going to go down to the new Manila a little bit later and explore that as well. I always want to see the differences of the cities that we visit, so really looking forward to having a look around. We've now just walked just 2 minutes down the road, and this is the Metropolitan Cathedral. Still part of the Intramuros complex. Lovely little gardens around here as well. You can see it's kind of like a nice main square area. So yeah, we're going to check this out and then carry on down to San Agustin Church as well. And behind me you then have San Agustin Church, and this is classed on the World Heritage List. It's a really beautiful church. It has survived earthquakes, English occupation, American occupation, Spanish occupation, survived World War II, and is seen as a bit of a heritage site here in the Philippines due to its long-lasting nature. I think it's been around for maybe 450 years and has managed to outlast pretty much everything. So really, really beautiful site to see, and just a couple of minutes walk from some of the other sites in Intramuros. We've then come to Rizal Park. To be honest, it's not the best park. It's quite expansive and goes on across the other side of the road as well, but there's not really much here. There's like a little fountain and
an auditorium.
But yeah, other than that, it's not that great. But if you fancy a walk down from Intramuros, it's about 10-15 minute walk.
You could have a little picnic here and have a nice couple of hours. They're playing music, there's nice gardens.
But compared to other parks or whatever in major cities, it's not really that great. So yeah, if you were thinking about coming here like just for here, not worth it. If you were going to plan it in or whatever as part of a little tour of the Intramuros area, maybe worth coming down here for half an hour, but it's nothing special. I think after this we're probably going to go down to like the metro area of Manila, like the downtown kind of central business district, and then we're going to check that out, maybe do a little bit of shopping, and then go back and get ready for our New Year's Eve party. On our way to the central business district, we did pass the beach, so we thought, let's give it a look. So this is Manila Bay Beach. As you can see, it stretches on for quite a way, all the way down to the bay bottom there. But it is like a stony, gravelly beach. You're not allowed to swim in the water or anything like that. So more of just a come down here for a nice walk and a stroll. We don't expect to kind of be like in the water and lots of sunbathing or anything like that, because it doesn't seem to be the case here. But you know, overall, quite nice for a stroll, but not your typical kind of beach. So yeah, but after this, we're going to head back into central Manila and go and check out the shops. So come with us for that. So we've come down to Makati CBD. This is like the central kind of business area, like the financial district. All the fancy shops are here. We're in this market called, well, not a market, it's like more like a big shopping district called Greenbelt. In it, it's got kind of like, you know, cinemas, restaurants, bars, loads of fancy shops, like all of your Gucci's and Hermes and Louis Vuitton and everything is here as well. So yeah, it seems like a really kind of rich area, which was not kind of like the main expecting. Really. I think like obviously like we knew that there are definitely wealthier parts of Manila, but like, you know, coming down here, like you genuinely feel like you're in Los Angeles. Like it's a really weird kind of vibe. So we've been to LA and been to like Rodeo Drive and places like that, and it wouldn't feel out of place there at all. So yeah, really surprising. It's also really hot today. It's like 32 degrees. It is sweaty. So we've kind of taken refuge in the shopping centre because of air conditioning. But we're going to have a little bit of an explore. We're going to have a little look around, see what there is to see and do. Maybe we'll get outside a little bit and have a walk around. But yeah, it just seems like there's just lots of hotels, lots of tall buildings, offices, and then shopping centres and things like that. So not like a huge amount to see, but a good kind of like city centre, and like I'm sure that if you lived here, then this would be like a great place to be out and about in the weekends and things. So yeah.
Yeah, it feels quite safe as well. Like in other areas, I was like, oh, like maybe I'll keep hold of my bag, but here, like you feel really safe. Like it's clean and there's a lot of security everywhere. So I do feel like, you know, at ease a little bit.
Yeah, you're not as on edge. It's a lot more relaxed. Yeah. So yeah, let's check it out. So while we were in Manila, we thought that we would come and check out the Mall of Asia. Apparently it is the biggest mall in the Philippines. It's one of the biggest malls in the entirety of Asia. So we thought, right, we're literally around the corner. We've got to go and check it out. So let's go and have a look at some shops. Probably going to grab some food while we're here and yeah, have a look around, see what it's like.
after all that shopping and exploring, you know I worked up an appetite. Mark saw a sign for Pizza Hut and couldn't get it out of his head, so unfortunately we didn't end up at the Filipino place that I wanted to visit, but the wait was like well over an hour, so we managed to get in at Pizza Hut. Gonna have our fill here and then explore a little more. Overall, I think the mall is pretty impressive. It's quite big, you've got quite a lot of shops. Sometimes it can feel a little bit overwhelming because it's all kind of spread out, so there's not really like a dedicated food bit kind of dotted in and around, but once you get over that, it's pretty plain sailing. So yeah, I think price-wise at Pizza Hut, we're paying around £8 per regular pizza per person. Back home, that could like easily be about £16-17 if not higher, and then obviously you'd pay extra as well if you wanted like cheese crust and things like that, so it definitely is a lot cheaper over here. But I also think as well in this mall there's a lot more competition. There's so many different food places, so you will be spoilt for choice if you ever do come here. So although I'm like absolutely stuffed to the brim, I can always make room for dessert. And it was on my list to try a dessert, a Filipino dessert called Halo Halo. So we came to a place called Icebergs, which has really good reviews. And if you're wondering what the heck is it, it is the ultimate summertime treat made with a variety of ingredients and served over finely shaved ice. So what I've read in the past is it's like shaved ice with like a condensed milk or cream, and then topped with like jelly bits and like sweet beans and things like that. So, and you also get a scoop of ube ice cream as well, which I absolutely love. So I'm gonna grab this to take away, and then I'm gonna go and explore the Bay Area. I wasn't expecting the portion size to be this big, but I'm not complaining because I like food, so I'm excited to try it. Starting off with the ube ice cream and like what looks like cornflakes.
You take the smallest bites out of it.
Like, I can't really explain the flavour of ube. It's almost like a sweet potato, but it just goes really well in dessert. I think I've got sweet corn in this as well. Let's give it a go. Feels a bit weird to be eating sweet corn like with dessert, but it tastes pretty good.
Rate it?
Yeah, I think that's quite a refreshing dessert, to be honest. I don't know what this is, looks like some kind of jelly, but give it a go. It's kind of like a creamy custard jelly, which is actually really nice. And then I think this might be like some kind of fruit or jelly or something. It tastes like rambutan or langon berry, which I absolutely love. Really nice. Definitely recommend trying Halo Halo.
You wouldn't find me eating that. So I've got this weird thing where basically any major city that I go to that has a Hard Rock Cafe, I have to go and have a beer. So I've had a beer in Hard Rock Cafes all around the world, basically in every city I go to. And it drives Natasha mad.
Like, why? It's just a Hard Rock Cafe. It's just a pint.
But a beer's a beer. But I always have to drag her to a Hard Rock Cafe, and she's always like, oh, like, I have to fit it in, and it's a waste of time and stuff like that. But it's my little thing, and I enjoy it. So come to the Hard Rock Cafe in Manila. I always like seeing the memorabilia and things that they have, and then just enjoying a beer. So in here they've got like hoodies worn by Elvis Presley. They've got Stevie Nicks from Fleetwood Mac. They've got a vest that was worn by Jimi Hendrix and stuff. So like it's always cool or whatever. Like I'm a big kind of like rock and roll fan. Love like heavy metal and rock and things like that. So yeah, it's my happy place. I love this bar. So yeah, came to Hard Rock Cafe in Manila. Luckily as well, it's part of our hotel complex. So it's like 5 minutes walk from the hotel, which is brilliant. So really, really good.
It is officially New Year's Eve 2024. Our hotel is hosting a gala, so we booked a really nice table. Hopefully we can see some fireworks later on, but for now we're going to enjoy a live band, unlimited delicious buffet. So cheers to a very happy and prosperous 2025.
So for New Year's Eve, we've booked this gala dinner that Natasha has just mentioned, and yeah, let me show you around, let me show you what's on offer, and let's see what we end up eating.
That's right. Living in a material world. Living in a material.
4, 3, 2, 1! Happy New Year! Happy New Year!
Happy 2025!
Wishing you all the best. Funnily enough, by the time I've edited this, it'll probably be February, but Happy New Year anyway. From Manila, this wonderful fireworks show. We're having a wonderful time. It's been brilliant. We hope that you've had a good 2024. We wish that you have a better 2025. Happy New Year from us to you.